The pitbox check, Tim the same. And we are underway for the Dutch sprint race here. Melvin maintains his lead here, but JB's going to challenge him into turn 1, goes down the inside, and we're going to be looking for some close racing between these two as they make it through 2 and 3. JB is forced to slot behind, but Lanny's made a position on the start, and he's up to P3. But with a tyre advantage, he very well might manage it. Gyro's caught back up. He lost a position on race start, but he's found his way back to the gearbox of Jürgen here. As you can see, possible race strategies, softs to the ends, mediums to the end. Jürgen gets the move done. Camera not really letting us see it, but it's a beautiful move. Gets it done just before the braking zone, and it just slots ahead of TNKK there. Mediums are starting to come towards him, and he's going to start to come towards his opponents, hopefully. JB goes for the overtake, goes to take the lead of the Grand Prix, and indeed he has managed it into turn 1. Melvin now slots behind JB on lap 8 of 12. His reign in P1 is over. Lanny is going to be P3 here, and Lanny's going to have an opportunity to now try and attack the Red Bull driver, but it's not going to be an easy one, as there is a yellow sector. Is that Tim? It looks like it's Tim. Looks like he's in a pretty strong position, as there's another yellow flag. Again, Tim goes off, but again, he keeps it on track. Honestly, Tim, it's 3 more laps. I believe in you. You've got this. If you need to pit again, there's no harm in it. Like, you just get a fresh set of tires. You're unfortunately out of sprint points anyway. And you're not fighting anyone. So, get on the softs and finish off your race. Melvin has retaken the lead there. Apologies. Was busy trying to motivate Tim. If you're JB, you're starting to get a little bit worried. If you're JB, you're currently going on the grass, but he's managed to rejoin the track. He's come back P5, a very unfortunate position. But he sets a personal best in the first sector, and the fastest first sector that lap, a 24.989. TNKK, the only person in the 24s in the first sector. And that's going to be important if he's going to want to try and close his gaps, go for these overtakes. He's going to have a little bit, he's going to have a healthy amount more traction, I can imagine, on those mediums. As we see Jürgen go for a beautiful move down the inside of Lanny there. Lanny leaving him for the space to go for it, and Jürgen gets the move done up to P2. Right now, it's a Red Bull 1-2. Melvin, though, is out. Jürgen, though, is out of DRS of Melvin ahead, so Lanny, if he can close that gap, bide his time, go for the overtake on the final lap. A reason to try and go for the overtake now, because he needs to defend from TNKK behind, who's going to try and follow him through. It's too wide into turn 1. Jürgen maintains that inside line. Lanny ends up has the inside for the next corner, though, and he is ahead. Meanwhile, Jürgen's going to be very vulnerable to TNKK here. As Lanny's going to be leading onto the DRS straight. He's not going to have DRS, though. He's going to be vulnerable, and Jürgen's going to try sending it. Or he's going to be looking to send it. Doesn't, though. Bides his time, knows that if he can get the move done on the on lap 12, which is the coming lap, he'll have an opportunity. Meanwhile, while they've been scrapping, JB's found his way up to P5. He's going to have DRS here. He's not going to be in the perfect position, but he might be able to find an opportunity here. He's going to be hoping for something here as TNKK tries it around the outside. Jürgen moves up to P2. Lanny falls back. A huge lag spike once again there. I can't be the only one to get it because Jürgen's glitched inside of TNKK there. 3 cars wide into just before turn 1. Jürgen's come out ahead. TNKK P3, Lanny P4, JB P5. The line is quite far back. You have quite a lot of DRS on the pit straight, on the main straight to try and go for it. But TNKK doesn't want to wait. He's going to go for it into turn 11. Leaves Jürgen just enough room. And it looks like he's managed it. Indeed he has. He's managed to get up to P2, but he's not going to have DRS down the main straight. And it might leave him just a little bit vulnerable, but it doesn't look like it's going to. As Jürgen's going to be trying to get closer and closer. Lanny finishes P4, JB P5, but Melvin wins the Dutch sprint here at Zandvoort. Gyro now is going to come across the line to finish P6. Zippy's going to finish P7. Gives us a spectacular drift across the line. Ricciardo's going to be coming up towards the line now. And he finishes P8. And I think, everyone, we might have a magnificent Tim Blythe finish on our hands. We're going to see. Only 2 more corners stand in the way of our champion here. He's the #1 fighter in DLR. He's been fighting for this his entire career. And Tim finishes the Dutch sprint